Back real quick, folks. Accidentally entered back into the keep here and entered the cutscene. So she just asked me, we just walk into the building, she asked me, does it trouble you after I was looking at the mark in my hand? I just don't want you all to miss anything.
If it wasn't enough to close the breach, what use is it?
You did everything we asked of you.
And it still didn't work.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to
Would
come
take
by.
some work. Sounds dangerous. Sounds like fun. I like the sounds like fun.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor. You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
That's it.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleasure.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Of course you would have done one.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Thus, the Templars won't talk to me, and the mages, because we were associated with the Chantry, probably want nothing to do with us either. Naturally. I still think I did it. That was quick. It doesn't matter. Still think I did.
They still think I'm guilty. That is not the entirety of it any longer.
Oh,
Some are
really?
calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry.
Oh, of
The
course
remaining
it does.
clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question. Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People
about
saw
that.
what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste,
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading,
which we have not.
the point is everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
They're wrong. Well, that's probably not a very wise decision, or wise choice to make. Like it probably is.
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Would you be attacked? That's...
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them. There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you.
I'm surprised about
She's
that.
not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Yeah, why would she help us?
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic? I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle
So?
tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Threat or laser. Relevant. Oh, we actually get to see a map of the two. That's cool. Seen one of those for any of the games we haven't been able to see. Particularly Dragon Age 2, we didn't get to see crap of anything because the whole thing was in the town. For Elden, we got to see a little bit, not much. Village of cells in the hinterlands, which can be found on the Ferelden side. Through scouting operations. Scouting operation for the hinterlands, Ferelden side. Alright,
We are garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Val Royeaux.
hinterlands. Orzammar. Trying to see if I see the name of the city that you spend. I don't remember where it was. The name of the city that you spend all your time in the game. I don't remember what it's called though. I don't remember where it was supposed to be. Pretty sure it wasn't in Ferelden though, so I thought it was in Orlais, but I don't see it, so maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. Oh. That doesn't look good. Last seen in the hills outside Redcliffe, 10 refugees had fled the fighting between renegade Templars and apostate mages. This report suggests that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. It's vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order. Actions, groups, and forces. Giselle dies, any hope Chandra support dies with her. My scouts will slip past the fighting, find her, and protect her. Yep. I hope there wasn't other stuff back in town that I could have looked and found, because apparently I have blown any chance of doing that. Oh, they found her. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That'll be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and Templars out of the area, which we don't have. Commander Colin asked me to make inquiries of Master Danette, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe who lives in the area. Tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Stuff on the scout. Not yet. I have access to missions. They take time and bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one mission per advisor. Advisor? Can be active at a time. The missions have a preferred type, which results in less time required than when undertaken by the associated advisor. Yeah. Oh, wow. Bunch of stuff. Ruffles. Alright. Why? Okay. Well, Kirkwall is, I think, a place to spend all your time in the same game. Arden Hightown 3, the repunching. Oh god. Appeared in print from an Antivan printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. My contacts in the Merchants Guild looked for the author a couple years back. Best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Hyrule Bellenforth is a pen name. Could have told them that for free. Got contacts with the Antivan print houses. Maybe you could find out more than the guild. Fair. Got the coast, but we don't have power to do that. Coastland, I mean, Virginia at 10, but right.
At your service.
Ow! I want to actually do that. Oh, whatever. Would have rather had Liliana do that. Well, let's quit looking at these things so I don't accidentally hit stuff I shouldn't be hitting. Power. Oof. Oof. Oh, so these missions are kind of similar to 15 minutes. These are kind of similar to the missions that you could send your like assassins on in the Assassin's Creed games. So kind of. What we got in the way? Oh, apparently jack shit going on in the way. Okay then. Conquered by Arlay. Torn by civil war, ravaged by the Fifth Blight. No stranger hardship, but the veil weakened the land is more turbulent than ever. Oh, bunch of. Oh, D, buddy. Oh god! Keeps unlocking things. Must have to travel to distant locations and some war council there and do more things with the map. Like wander around and explore shit, but oh.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Why are you wearing a mask? This is actually could be a pretty serious problem though, because he owns this place. So, followers need shelter. The Divine's advisors founded it. Your problems. That's what
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denver, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
ISIS founded it.
Considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentagus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
No, no.
What?
Why?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
Uh-huh. You'd be right.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Goody. All it said, though, sounds like we need a new base. Does he own the place?
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian.
Oh,
If
Ferelden's
the
like
Marquis
that.
wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
So he was bluffing.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Indeed.
May I ask, what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Liliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths.
Indeed.
But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
How you do? Who's that person?
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really
Oh, you're a
wanted to
mage.
leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast
useful.
and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
You said you were a mage.
No, just an apprentice. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
You said that you were keeping some of the Tranquil safe.
Yes. The mages took some of them when my circle rebelled, but the rest were forgotten. Most circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They
course they
don't
do.
have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves, can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they'll never get angry at you. When they study,
All true.
they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back.
Of course not.
If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I like studying. I like performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
I certainly don't want to tell her I don't trust mages, 'cause that's not true at all. My best friends are mages. uh...
Most circle mages I've met have a different opinion of the Templars.
They have not lived my life. I was born into a Dalish clan. I lived there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
Jeez.
No wonder you'd rather stay in the circle. You've had more than enough life outdoors.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures.
That'd be
At
useful.
least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying. But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
Very true.
I'll speak with you later.
Travel safely.
Alright, let's move the ground again. Alright, folks. I have managed yet another episode that I wasn't intending to make. That's alright. I'm enjoying the game a good deal so far. There's probably nothing down here at this point. Once again, going to make an attempt to go to bed here in a moment.
Speak only the word, sing only the chant. Then the golden city is thine.
Yeah, whatever.
How do you think they'll close that huge hole in the sky?
Ally with the Templars, I'd imagine. I've seen that wicked magic.
What about the rebel mages?
Rebel mages probably made that damn breach.
Highly possible. Well, I won't say you're wrong. Ah, quartermaster.
No, my lady, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier. Oh, you're her. Thrin, Inquisition quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess.
Well,
If you
it's
find
gonna
what
be
I
a hell of a
need to
task.
fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
If I
Ooh.
have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Oh goody. I don't really care about that stuff.
Farewell.
Might ask it
I
later.
could go with you.
Not interested right now. So I've got iron, but we need to find a logging area to do anything with it.
to check in anyway.
That's part of the crafting thing. This. Still can't open that, whatever it is. That was Liliana. Might know what the hell she's doing out here, but I don't know if I really want to deal with her right this second.
How can you be so calm with everything you believe?
There's one more person over here. Talk to. At least there was, anyway. Those Solos. Ah, you're the apothecary. Okay.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
We believe that.
I don't recall meeting you before.
Must be the guy who was working on me.
You weren't particularly coherent.
Yeah.
Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making us wear, though. So, you're welcome.
I've had better days.
It has been a rough few days.
That's an understatement. And more ahead if the weather is any indication. Name's Zidane. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Well, good to know that the thing still isn't working. Or still isn't quiet. Oh, it doesn't even show up as the, or at least the announcement thing doesn't show up. I don't know if that sound plays. It plays a very loud, annoying sound whenever I unlock an achievement, and there's a thing that shows up down here in the corner. The thing in the corner does not show up on the recording, though. I don't know if the sound does or not. I hope it doesn't, because it's really loud.
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Goody.
You're back. And in one piece.
Farewell.
Quick potions. Let's see. Equip or replenish potions for each party member. Drag potions to the list on the left of the slots on the right, bottom right to assign them to the current party member. Replenish them before you can use them. Healing potions are replenished for free. But other potions require herb. Okay. I'll load up on the regen potion. Those.
Perhaps another time.
That was a quest, apparently. Oh, ooh, what happened? Mission upgrades require a significant amount of herbs to unlock. In return, they give permanent significant bonuses. Nice. 8! 50. None of which are unlocked. Onyx. Unlocked. Potions. There's a ton of elf fruit and Dawn Lotus, which I do have, but I don't anywhere near the elf fruit. Next up, after that. Elf fruit, royal elf fruit. Works better if you're really badly hurt. And heals allies. That one right there is awesome. As far as healing 2, though. Ugh, upgrading stuff is expensive. Well, can't do any of that anytime soon. Houses must be like the houses that are assigned to, people while they're chilling.
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us all.
I didn't ask for this, but someone has to find a way to seal the breach.
Spoken nobly indeed. You think I'm mocking you? This age has made people cynical. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
Unstoppable. Good one. Smart and happy hero.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
50.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live. And let
Giant spiders. Dangerous. No, it is, but valuable. Impressive.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Well, I fully intend to do my best to get all of the above. I cycle through people I can. Good. That would a little bit of what she. Additional health. Guard must be broken. Oh, that one's really used. Okay. Like the. Oh yeah, sword board. So. Attack thing. Yeah, this is what he is. Useful. that basically tank. Battlemaster is basically damage stuff. Less damage stuff and more buffs thing. I'm going to primarily go with the sword board's abilities. That. There's healing. Revive. Not. Blizzard. Definitely one Blizzard. What if you do the crazy mage combos that you do in the other game? Especially in the first game. All of fire. Big area of effect one there. Dedicate. Awesome. Apparently Blizzard is the only big area of effect. No. That adds AoE. That. Oh, it could be ogled. Nice. So I'm gonna try and go get down here and get Blizzard. What's the one? No. Loading. Definitely loading. I have. Alrighty. So, folks, I got a free armor upgrade. Even having to do anything. Slightly better. Nothing. Which one got? Alright, folks. Well, thanks for watching again. I will see you next time. I really am going to go to bed now. So have a good evening. And later. Thanks for watching.